So this is my game, Secrets of Lily. And so in this story-driven game, you play the role of a 10-year-old girl, and together with her dad, just moved to an old manor house in the countryside of Canada. And this is the house. And in the morning after when she wakes up, she sees her daddy notes to meet him in the kitchen. After making her breakfast and explaining to her she will need to look after herself for the afternoon, he leaves the house to look for jobs. But you are not alone in the old manor. You have your best friend Teddy. You are not afraid. Instead, you are curious and seeking adventure. And in this journey, together with Teddy, who is always encouraging and feeding her curiosity, you will explore this vast manor, find letters and objects that will guide you through the story of the people who used to live in this house. And these are some of the characters of the game that you're going to find in the story. And these characters and the story of this game was created based on things that inspire me and the people in my life. For example, Mariana. She has a lot of similarities to myself. Her name is the same as my second name, and part of her story through the game matches my own. Tim. Oh, wait. Tim is based on my ex-fiance. I made him to look alike, and he has a similar story too. And Teddy, he's also based on someone that I know. He was part of the first draft, but then I removed him to make the story simple, and then later on I added back as a sidekick of the story. And Emily, she is based on my other side, the child in me, is stubborn, adventurous, brave, and fearless. And so far I have made some screens for the game. These are some of the screens, but I'm going to be showing now the prototype. Oh, yeah, so far I have done some of the environment that I haven't seen, and now I'm going to show the prototype. So, let's see if I can do it. It's just the prototype of the first scene, so I still need to add some UI, some of the letters, and missing also 2 screens. So this is the game. And then there's the introduction of the story. It's a load screen. And then start the story. And then you need to interact with the manor. And then you wake up. And then you need to go, well, you're going to have the notes there. Then you should have to find your dad in the kitchen. Oh, sorry. Here. And then it's going to be like a cutscene here, where he's going to start explaining like what's going to happen, and you're going to need to be by yourself because it's the first day, you're going to find anyone to take care of you, and you need to go to the city to look for jobs. And then after, that's when the game started, and start interacting with the house, and then I didn't really get to this part. But back to presentation. So my next step is to create the team's bedroom, that's the dad, the servant bedroom, where she's going to find other letters and more stories for the game. Some of the game interface, some of the letters and the map, and I also need to finish the game document and finish this prototype. That's character 1 and 2. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. It was below 5 minutes in
See?
terms of time.
The last time was long, so I managed to cut it down.
It gives us a lot of time to ask questions, more
great.
questions.
Thanks.
Do you mind just going back a few and reading, because I'm so far away,
Which one do you want?
reading some of the little bubbles. The text is that bubbles. Yeah, like what does that say?
Good morning, princess. Did you sleep well in your new bed?
Okay, all right, yeah. And then there was another one where you had...
The bedroom one.
Yeah, but no, there was some other where you had bubbles.
No,
Chapter
no,
1 or something. You had
not
little
yet.
The same
It's gonna be
bubble,
the prototype. This one is just like the teaser.
Oh, okay, okay. It's nicely drawn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did everything from scratch.
And what did you use to draw it?
I use Illustrator, and then after I did this treatment on Photoshop of everything.
Okay, okay.
And other characters also were done in Illustrator.
So do you think, would you say that through doing this project you have advanced your skills in Illustrator and Photoshop?
Photoshop not as much because I already knew, but character design is something new for me. That's something that I wanted to learn more about it. And yeah, that's all new for me. Yeah, that was a massive challenge. And create environments. I had created environments in flat design, but never like 2D. I believe that it's 2D. This one was a massive challenge for me because I'm terrible with perspective and dimension.
Okay.
So I think it's fine. And I wanted this wonky look, not just look cute, also because besides being creepy and kind of like mystery of the game, I like it looking cute and wonky. For two reasons. One, because it's cute, and second, because it can hide a little bit of like flawless design, this kind of environment. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Any other questions?
I also has a question.
Oh, no, just...
No? No?
Okay.
Joe.
Just wondering, is all the characters infected, they have their eyes closed? Is there like
Yeah, she look a little bit like, I don't know, like sad and lonely, and also to hide my flaws and creating eyes.
But they all had closed eyes?
Yeah.
So is that the reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Teddy though, Teddy has open eyes.
Okay.
Ted is her Teddy, but it's also her imaginary friend, so he talks only with her.
And in terms of screen real estate, what's up at the top? That side I can see is your menu.
That's the buttons. So
Yeah.
there's the menu, there's the volume, that one's gonna be the map, and the last one that you change is gonna be like your bag. What's the name? Oh my god, I forgot the name. No, where you keep all your
inventory.
inventory.
Okay, so that one is a map, so it's going to have a map and an inventory.
Yeah, when you
Okay.
click in that, you're gonna see the map of the house, and the other inventory is gonna be like all the objects and letters you collected through the game.
Okay.
We'd like to see the design of your map and the inventory in the design document, of
Yeah,
course.
that's what's missing.
Mm-hmm.
The letters, the map, and yeah, the objects with chapter 1 and 2.
Yeah. Anything else? Anyone?
What inventory, what kind of things are going to go into the inventory? So the letters,
objects, keys.
keys, so all the things that you find
To
in the
find it,
puzzles.
yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I'm with Mariana. Anyone? There's also my name. My name is also Mariana. Any other questions?
I think it was, first of all, visually stunning. It has a specific style which is very good. You have attacked us with these cozy pictures. You even composed itself into your presentation, which is, connection between you and one of your characters was really nice. What I definitely didn't like in your presentation was when you started to present all your characters, and it looked like you only now discovered that, oh, I don't have them all on a single slide, right? So from this slide, you switched back several slides to show us the male character, and then back somewhere else. I felt so confused with this.
It's
And
because
also flickering slides, it's never a good thing to do, right? So
I did that in order of the start because I say start as Emily, and then you show Emily, and then say speak about her dad, and then show her dad, and then show her dad in the order of the start. But then to go back and talk about the inspiration, and then I need to go back in the slides. Oh, I could have again added them after. Yeah, that's true.
yes, but you should have invented some way of talking about this, pitching,
Yeah.
and provide a sequence of slides so
That's
that it
true.
is smooth during the presentation. Because whilst your slides are beautiful, flickering various slides because you are going 5 slides this way, 5 slides this way. It's absolutely fine during answering the questions at the end, but the pitch itself should just go smoothly from the first slide to the last slide.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anything else, Hope?
Can you just tell us what kinds of things do you think you've learned in terms of story construction? Story writing?
Twists.
Twists, okay.
What else? I don't know. I think so many, like when we first spoke, besides being like really big and I need to simplify, after I simplify for a lot of flaws that you guys pointed out, and then I need to sit down again and research and then manage to fill all these gaps. And it's kind of useful because then I start finding more, not only besides based on your guys' feedback, but also could explore even more my creativity and create these gaps.
Yeah.
And I was even surprised with myself. I was like, oh my god, that's a great solution.
Yeah.
I don't know how I thought about that, but it was like awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
I think my creative side is like with this game, not just visually, because visually for me, I was having nightmares of like, I'm not gonna be able to create this environment because I can't design this kind of like dimension, perspective, so I was having like nightmares. But then when I started doing it, it was like, okay, it's not that hard. Besides that part, that for me was the worst. Also the story, like able to create interesting things to fill gaps. It was like, I did.
Yeah. Good. Because I think that is what the story writing process is all about. You have to decomplicate it, and then you have to fill in your gaps. And it is always a process of solving problems.
Yeah.
That you are created by the character or by the situation. I think I like the teddy bear. It'd be interesting to see how that interaction is working.
Me
And
too.
I think you've come a long way from where we started from.
Thank
So,
you.
I'm looking forward to reading more of it. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.